will prosecutors request? How will prosecutors request 30 years behind bars? That request impact the sentencing of convicted killer Derek Chauvin. Our legal expert, Candace Kelley, is here to discuss that and more. Good morning, Candace. Oh, I like the bob.
Good
very
morning.
Nice, very full.
Yeah.
There's nothing better than a full bob. I wish we could just talk about all your beautiful hairstyles, but we have, go ahead, Bob. But we have to get to Chauvin, who is enjoying those meals still behind bars, I believe. Candace, tell us, what leeway does this give the judge? What leeway does he have when you have the prosecution saying, we want 30 years, and the defense saying he shouldn't get any time? This is about the system.
Yeah, this gives the judge quite a bit of leeway, because even though these were requests by the prosecution and the defense, these are just simply requests. He's the one who's going to make the ultimate decision. He's the one who makes the recommendation. As we know, we're talking about 12 and a half years on average that is on the line. But my guess, based upon the history of this court and the history of just sentencing guidelines and the severity of this crime, he's going to get more than 12 and a half years. Will he get 30 years? Well, again, just a recommendation, so that's yet to be seen. We still have to wait to see what happens on June 25th during the sentencing.
All right, so the prosecution wants one thing, they want 30 years, and the defense wants something else. As Sharon just said, they basically wanted him to get out of jail and get probation. What other requests are they making right now, Candace?
Well, generally what they're saying is this: hey, this is a guy who has served a little bit of time already. That counts for something. They're saying he's got a lot of community support. They're saying that he's unlike any other defendant before, and that actually he was just doing his job. So they're asking for him just to walk off in terms of just being scot-free in terms of any more sentencing. What he's saying is that the community is out there behind Derek Chauvin, and that because that is the case, he should walk away for free. And saying that, listen, he's never been in trouble with the law before. With Sharon and Mike, that is actually not true. We know that there are federal tax evasion crimes that are against Derek Chauvin, and others having to do with where he voted and where he's registered to vote. So there's a lot on the table here that I don't think that the defense is fully coming forward with in terms of asking the judge to require a lighter sentence in this case.
And he's kind of facing federal charges on another case too. But he's facing federal charges on another case too. Yeah, I know.
Absolutely, right. So we got the federal civil rights charges. So he's got a lot of moving parts here. Not very simple for him to figure out.
Yeah, well, Candace, I guess, and we're going to talk about some other cases, but what would one have to do to qualify for the 30 years that the prosecution, I mean, we all saw it, right? Just like that commercial says, we all saw it. 9 minutes, 29 seconds of torture with children. What would one have to do to qualify for 30 years other than be a man of color? I'm sorry.
Sharon, you're making me laugh over here. This is such an unprecedented. This is such an unprecedented case, and that's why there are still so many questions yet to be answered. What does one have to do? Well, we don't know if this would be the qualifying case, because this is unlike any in history. So there really is no precedent to determine, especially not in Minnesota, what happens in a situation like this, where all of these culminating facts put us right here. There just is no precedent to really make sense of it all until the judge, who has a very difficult process and decision-making process, until the judge determines what that outcome will actually be.
All right, and that outcome will be later this month. But today is Thursday, Candace. You know what that means. Yes. It's time for our new weekly segment that we debuted last week. Open and shut. All right, and our first case. Yeah, I like it. Look at that. That's all fancy. We got a budget. We got a budget. Candace got a budget in here.
I want to graphic.
Our first case got to do with well, everybody gonna get graphics today. But our first case has to do with same-sex couples who want to be foster parents. What's that about, Candace?
Well, let me tell you, the Supreme Court actually heard arguments for this particular case back in November. They're going to decide this month a very historic case. There aren't many times over the years where they've heard a lot of cases having to do with the LGBTQ community. So what we're looking at here is the Catholic Social Services, right? CSS. They have contracted with the city of Philadelphia, and they have done so over years. And, Philadelphia and the CSS, they're the ones who go to people's homes and and say you're certified in order to be a foster parent. In this situation, CSS is saying, actually, we don't want to actually certify family members and families that are same-sex couples. The city of Philadelphia, on the other hand, is saying, wait a minute, you're contracting with us. So we actually have non-discriminatory clauses in our contracts. And because of that, you have to do that. So on one side, we have the Catholic services saying this is a religious right. On the other side, we've got Philadelphia saying this is our right and you have to follow our rules and guidelines. And really the outcome is very important, because if they decide that this particular church can make this decision and not certify families that have same-sex couples, then what does that mean for them in the future and other organizations that want to say, we don't want to service you because you're Muslim or because you're Black? And so that's what's on the table right now. Big deal.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, it is a big deal. And it seems strange to people on the outside looking in why, Catholic services would even be doing something like this on behalf of the city of Philadelphia. I know that they need a lot of help from these outside organizations, but our values, you can either do what we tell you or maybe you need to go. What about other racial minorities? And would that affect, because, it's a slippery slope, and we know that as people of color, where we're held to this other standard.
Absolutely. And see, this is what happens when we talk about precedent. It opens up the door for other things, unfortunately, and sometimes fortunately, to happen. In this case, if we say that the Catholic Church can, yes, indeed, not certify homes with same-sex couples, this means that it opens the door for other private entities to say, all right, well, we might have a contract with you, but we are not going to maybe service people who are African Americans. We're not going to service people who are Muslims. And so that's what the issue is here. The other issue is the conservatives that are on the court. We've got 3 liberals, we've got 6 conservatives. So we need, a couple of those conservatives to go over to the liberal side in terms of what the LGBT community wants. We're looking at Amy Coney Barrett, and this is someone who actually has adopted children of her own, 2 from Haiti. But she also has very strong religious beliefs and no precedent on the court in terms of how she will go. So we just don't know what this will lead to in terms of the decision. But by the end of June, the court is going to make all of the final decisions for the court for the hearings that they've heard all throughout this session.
All right, Candace, we got to get this in, because y'all remember Amy Cooper? Remember the lady that called 911 on the black bird watcher while she didn't have her dog leash and made it seem like she was in some kind of danger? This is all before the whole George Floyd situation even went down and whatnot. This very dangerous situation for a black man to be in. She got fired from her job, Candace, and now after falsely calling 911, she wants her job back. Is she going to get it?
She probably will not get it. We talk about an open and shut case. This really is it right here. Amy Cooper is actually claiming in her paperwork that she was discriminated against because of her race, and that's why she lost. Yes,
look at the dog.
Yeah, look at the dog.
And she's killing the dog.
She is saying, listen, you discriminated against me because of my race. That's why I was fired. You painted me out to be a typical Karen. She's also saying that she was defamed. She's also claiming emotional distress. And she's saying that she didn't get due process, that there was not a hearing in terms of whether or not she was guilty or innocent. On the other hand, you've got Franklin Templeton, which is her former employer. They're saying, listen, the record speaks for itself. You actually apologize for this, right? You actually falsely accused a man of threatening you. We're not making you out to be a Karen. You made yourself out to be a Karen, and the video explains that perfectly.
Straight up, they're talking about privilege right
look
there.
What you're doing to the dog.
Yeah,
she's not treating that
the dog
Mike
should
like
be taken her to court. She ain't gonna chase off a bear for that dog. She ain't had a dog on a leash, and it all started that way.
Yeah, one thing, Christian.
Go ahead, Candace.
Just quickly, the misdemeanor charges against her were actually dropped for making a false police report, and Christian Cooper did not cooperate with prosecutors in order to further that along.
Yeah, I'm not happy with him.
But she's done pretty well here at the end of the day. She lost her job, and in terms of the consequences, certainly there were other things in terms of she felt her safety was in harm's way. Yes. But in terms of the punishment, she hasn't gotten any in terms of the court of law.
Well, Candace, let me say this. When you go through life not getting many of your comeuppance, okay, and being, you know, given all the privilege in the world, it's hard to accept anything, even some grace sometimes. So, you know, it's not something that the three people on this screen can perhaps understand, but I can maybe put myself in her boots and see why she just can't accept.
Oh, you're going to jail.
Candace.
False police report. You're going to jail.
If it was one of us, we know what would happen. Oh, yeah.
What?
Absolutely. All right. It's another edition of Open and Shut for this week, Candace. We always appreciate you. Thank you.